When you think about action roguelikes, the first thing that probably comes to mind is a frantic scrambling battle to the death. But that's not the road that Trigger Heroes takes, and it's all the better because of it. Where other games are desperate for you to charge into the fray, here we have a shooter that's a little more measured. Rush straight into the scrap and there's a very good chance you're going to end up dead within a matter of seconds. Instead, you're skulking around the edges, trying to pick off your foes one by one. The game is set over a series of themed but randomly generated levels. If you're fighting in the third section, for example, you know it's going to be snowy, but you don't know which corners you're going to have to move around or which enemies you're going to have to shoot in the face. When you're moving, you're shooting. Your character follows your thumb or finger around the screen, blasting happily away. The game picks which enemy to target, leaving you to concentrate on avoiding the bullets and rockets coming at you from all angles. Swiping on the screen performs a little dodge in that direction, and you're invulnerable while you're doing it. Sometimes the only choice you've got is to get away quickly, but it's not the most comfortable action moving from a press to a swipe. Within each game you can buy buffs to help you out. These only last as long as you manage to stay alive, but they can really give you an advantage, especially in the later levels. Another currency lets you buy new characters, who offer different skill sets of their own. There's a whole arsenal of weapons to uncover too, and a star rating system and boosts that only apply to specific guns. In other words, there's a bunch of depth here even with the simple controls. And the gunplay is some of the best we've seen on the App Store for a good long while. It fizzes with little moments of strategy as you try and flank a group of opponents before they realise what's happened. You're not an invulnerable, unstoppable death machine, but you've got the tools to get the job done. It's up to you to use them properly. Trigger Heroes is not the most original game out there, especially if you just give it the cursory glance that so many buying decisions are informed by nowadays. But dig a little deeper and you're going to find a really solid, entertaining blaster. Once you're done with it, which will take a good few hours of play, you may not come back for tens of hours more. But for those few hours while you're slicing through hordes of evil bunnies, you'll have a grand old time.